Oh, right. I just wanted to do a very quick video on how you teach a stay. This sounds a bit weird, but truthfully, I never really use the word stay when I'm teaching things. What I want is if I ask my dog to sit, I want them to stay in that position until I ask them to change position or do something else. So it doesn't mean bounce your bum down, get up and go. Now, there are lots of different ways of approaching this. Some people use a release cue. So some people will say, go free, off you go. How you teach that is really simple. If you want to do that, all I'll do is I'll say free and then chuck a treat so that he starts to anticipate that he can go free once I've said that he can go. The rest of the time he can't. So I would just keep repeating free. Yes, and he's moved out of position and he can have his treat. It's a really casual thing. My hand signal for it is literally just a really intuitive flick. Got something on your nose again. So when I teach a stay, we're going to use a really simple method. We're going to work on a sit stay. My criteria here is that I don't want him to lift his butt off the floor. Now, I want him to stay in that sitting position. He's not allowed to lay down. He's not allowed to move away. But your criteria might be different. So you might just want your dog to stay on a mat. You might want your dog just to stay in a certain area. You might want your dog not to cross a certain line. And this is how we would use the same technique to build up these behaviors each time. So first thing I'm going to do is talk you through what I'm going to do and then I'll get on with it. Do not cheat. You are going to do this step by step by step, and if it gets screwed up, you go back to one every time. You'll see why. So the first thing I'm going to do is ask my dog to sit, even if he already is sitting. I'm going to wait no heartbeats and I'm going to say yes and reward him. And I'm going to reward him where he is in position. So if I chuck the treat, he'll get up. If I put the treat on the floor, he'll lay down. But what I want is for him to literally stay in position. So I give him the reward where he is. So for example, if he's in a sit, we'll just move him around so you can see. If he's in a sit and I give him a reward, he's going to stay in that sit position. But if I give him a reward by putting it on the floor, he's going to stand straight up, and I don't want that. So we reward where the dog needs to be. So I'm going to ask him to sit, yes, reward, that's all. My release cue is actually just the word yes. So after I've said yes and rewarded, the dog can get up and go somewhere else. For prolonged periods of time, I might start using a keep going marker. So if I've asked him to sit and he's moved out of position, I'm just going to reset him. If I've asked him to sit and he stays there, good boy, nice job. But I haven't rewarded him because as soon as I reward him, he can leave. Good lad. I'm deliberately using crazy high value treats here so that he bounces about. Otherwise, he'll just sit there and look at me for the whole thing. So he really wants the reward. So he's very bouncy, and it makes a better video for you guys. So I'm going to ask him to sit. Yes, reward. Now I could send him away, but I'm not going to because I want to prolong stillness. I'm going to ask him to sit. I'm going to wait one heartbeat. Yes, and reward. I'm going to ask him to sit. 1, 2. Yes, reward. Then I'm going to wait one heartbeat and I'm going to wait 3. And he moved out of position. So he moved out of position. So the first thing I do is immediately correct him and go back to 1. Yes, reward. 1. Nope, straight back to 1 because he offered me a down. Notice I don't reward him and I make it really clear. Nope, I want that. Yes, reward. And as always, I'm giving silent signals. I'm not necessarily saying anything to my dog. I'm just using hand signals. 1, 2, yes, reward. 1, 2, 3, yes, reward. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, reward, and so on. And as I said, if I get to, I don't know, 200 and I'm trying to get to 201, if he moves, I will still go back to 1 and do 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And that's how we start to build up a really solid stay. The science says that if you get something 300 times, you kind of got it. So if you get to the 300 club in your sits, or your stays or whatever, if you've asked for a down or a position, let me know because we have a prize for the 300 club here at Dogworthy. Cool, good stuff.